Well, this is the way we start out this morning. This gilt got out and decided to go roaming. Come on. Get in there. I don't know why they always want to go where you don't want them to go. Tree damage, storm blew them all down. Let's see. Well, hello everyone. My name's Kurt, and we're going to start a new YouTube channel. Today, I just want to try to introduce ourselves. Well, actually just me. My wife, she's not here. But over time, I'd like to show you the farm and the crew and the animals, of course. And just give you a little bit about information. Because what we're looking to do is show you where real food comes from, not necessarily from the big factory farms, but more just a local family-run outfit. Here at the Circle T Cattle Company, we raise cattle, beef, chicken, good Lord, cattle, pork, and laying hens for eggs, so chicken. And over the next course of several videos, we'll go on farm tours and equipment tours and kind of show you how we do it. And one of the things we'll take you on is we'll take you to the farmers markets, because that's where we set up and sell our beef, pork, and eggs. And we'll show you behind the scenes how we set up, what we're doing, some of the customers, if they don't mind being filmed, and we'll take it from there. Well, we're out here. I want to give you just a little bit of a tour, maybe some early morning feeding. We got our sows right here. We've got these three. That's a Landress. That one in the middle there is a York. That's a Burke. And then over here we have Big Mama, and that's a reference to her name and not her robust feminine features. And here is Wilbur. That's our boar. Then we've got some little ones over there. I don't know if you can see them from here. We'll try to get over there and look at them in a minute. What I feed the hogs is a mix of corn, wheat, and Milo. And I soak it so that it's easily digestible, and plus, being summertime, they need more water, and that kind of gets them to drink more and keeps them hydrated, and because it's hot out here in northeast Oklahoma in July. We've had a lot of rain, but we're getting into those high temperatures, and of course we're behind on baling hay and all that, just because we've had so much rain. But it's making the grass crazy good this year, so that's a big plus. Just getting out in the hay meadows, you don't want to track them up and rut them up and stuff. But it's time to get out there and start mowing and raking and baling hay. So that's the first part. Now, I'm not going to film me actually dumping the feed in, because I need two hands to do it, but we'll be right back. We're going to drive out to the nursery pen, where I've got some pigs that we've weaned. They're getting big, pretty good size. They're pretty nice little deal. They're out of these sows up here. I've sold some, so there's 12 of them left in there, and it won't be long and I'm going to move them out to a dirt pen. They're on concrete right now. I like to keep them up close, and we're going to keep an eye on them, and health check and all that, but they're doing great. So we're going to drive out there and I'll show you the weaning pigs, or the weaned pigs. View of the chickens. Well, there's only 3 of them over there, but they get out, they get to run everywhere they want to go. They are totally free range. We open the door in the morning. In fact, I'll show it to you if you can see it through this dirty truck window. That's our chicken coop. We took it, and because it doesn't have an auger in it, so if you want to get grain out of it, you got to shovel it all, and I'm out. So we turned it into a chicken coop, and there's about 200 laying hens we have, and but yeah, we turn them out early in the morning, and they get to roam and catch bugs and eat grass and what have you, and it's a big benefit, because I mean they spread the chicken litter all over. They only scatter out to about 15 or 20 acres. They don't have the run of the place. They could if they wanted to, but it's too far. So they stay within, right around 15, 20 acres worth. And so they're spreading their manure on everything, and which is good, and it cuts down on the smell, and it fertilizes the ground, helps build it up more. But they pretty much lay most of their eggs in the house, but we do Easter egg hunt we'll find a clutch somewhere. Out here, I've got these fattening pigs. These are some earlier litters. We've sold some. This one here, she got bred, so she's gonna have babies. She wasn't supposed to, but it happens sometimes. And then over here we've got Big Mama. Big Mama is a big hamp sow that she's got 5 babies on her right now. She had 10 originally, and we had some storms come in, and it really wreaked havoc on her litter, and we ended up losing 5 of them. It was just a disaster. But she still has some over here, if they're not being shy. I don't know where they're at. Oh, there's one over there. You can see it rooting around in front of that squeeze chute. But yeah, that's where we're at on some hogs. Now, and then this first video, I'm not going to show. I'm not going to go out back out to the cattle. I've already checked them early, and I'm still trying to get used to this YouTube business and carrying a camera with you everywhere you go. So I didn't get any shots of them, but we'll get them. You'll see them all, and we just appreciate you coming along for the ride. Well, got that gilt drug off and put in the compost pile. It don't matter how many you have or how long you've been doing it. It always hurts a little when you lose one. I think I said earlier that I wasn't going to show cattle today, but I'm already out here, so I'll show you some of them. They're kind of they hear this truck coming, and this isn't actually, we call this the Super Dodge. It's the pig feed wagon, and then we've we've got another one that we feed the cattle with a feeder on it like this. But anyway, we'll come out here and they're kind of heading. They're already wanting to go to the shade today, and so am I. Now it's probably bouncy because I'm driving in this old truck. It's pretty rough going down through here. You need to blade it out. But here's one pasture of cattle. I'll show you our bulls. We kind of, I guess we do it unconventionally. They've got plenty of grass out here, but they are all about coming up for the feed wagon. It's pretty easy when they get out, just out of the pasture. Just go out there and run the siren, the cattle caller, and they'll usually go about anywhere I need them to go. And here's our key bulls in this pasture. We've got a Brangus, and then we've got this Hereford bull. And what's interesting about this Hereford bull is he's actually 3/4 Angus. He's out of a white-faced cow who's half Angus and half Hereford, and out of an Angus bull. And when he was born, I saw him laying up there, and before I started using him as a bull, we didn't have any of these red calves or any of these white-faced calves. Well, occasionally we'd have a mottled face, but I thought, I'm going to see how he turns out. So I grew him up and turned him back with the cows, and now he's obviously breeding, doing a good job on that. His calves are coming out good, but he's actually 3/4 Angus, which is unusual. I mean, genetics are fascinating. Here's some of the calves. Flies are starting to get bad. We're going to have to spray again. I don't like using the chemicals, but that's one thing that I don't know how to get rid of those flies without it. There's some over there in the shade. It's getting hot.